I'm 68 years old, and my daughter doesn't answer my calls. My son lives 3 hours away, but it's been 2 years since we've seen each other. My ex-wife, she remarried, happy, without me. And all of this, everything happened because I did exactly what they told me to do. I worked hard, built a career, won. Maybe this will hurt you, but you need to hear it. I destroyed my family and I called it success. And the worst part, I was praised for it. Everyone said I was doing the right thing. Providing for your family, being a man, building a legacy. But legacy for who? For people who don't remember my name anymore. When I was 28, they offered me a promotion, more money, more prestige, more travel. I accepted without thinking twice. My wife was pregnant with our second daughter. She asked me not to take it. We already have enough, she said. I just want you here. I remember the look in her eyes, the way she held my hand, the vulnerability in her voice. I thought she didn't understand. I thought I was doing this for her, for us, for our future. But the truth? I was doing it for me, for my ego, to prove something to people who didn't even really care about me. And you know what's funny? I can't even remember half of those people's names now, but I remember every single moment I missed. I remember my daughter's first dance recital. I was in Chicago, closing a deal that meant nothing 5 years later. I remember my son's birthday. He turned 9. I called from the airport, sang happy birthday over the phone. He said, "It's okay, Dad," but it wasn't okay. It was never okay. I was building a career and destroying a family. One missed moment at a time. 3 years ago, my oldest daughter got married. She didn't invite me to the ceremony. I found out on Facebook, saw the photos, her looking beautiful in white, her stepfather walking her down the aisle. I called her 15 times. She didn't answer, so I sent a message. "Why did you do this to me?" Her response came 3 days later. 5 words. "You were never here, Dad." And she was right. I'd been to 11 countries, closed million-dollar deals, won awards, got my name on a plaque in the office lobby. But I missed her first day of school, missed her graduation, missed the night she cried because she was bullied, missed the conversations, missed the moments she needed a father, missed her. And when I tried to explain, when I tried to say I was working for you, she just looked at me and said something I'll never forget. "I never asked you to work for me, Dad. I asked you to be with me." That sentence destroyed me because she was right. Nobody asked me to miss their childhood. Nobody asked me to prioritize strangers over my own blood. Nobody asked me to trade memories for money. I did that all by myself, and I can't take it back. I tried. After the wedding, I tried everything. Sent flowers, wrote letters, showed up at her house. She was polite, but distant, like talking to someone you used to know. Because that's what I am to her now. Someone she used to know. The man who was supposed to be her hero became a stranger with the same last name. And right now, maybe you're thinking, but I'm not like that. I take care of my family. I'm just working to give them a better life. Bullshit. You know it's bullshit. Because giving them a better life doesn't mean being in another meeting. It doesn't mean cancelling dinner again. It doesn't mean saying later when your kid calls you. It doesn't mean missing the game because you had to answer emails. You think you have time. You think when things calm down, you'll be present. You think you can make up for it later, but that day never comes. You know why? Because there's always another promotion, another project, another goal, another excuse. And when you realize it, your kids will have grown up. Your spouse will have learned to live without you. And you'll be alone in a big house with money in the bank and nobody calling you on your birthday. I know, because that's my life now. I have a 4-bedroom house. I eat dinner alone every night. I watch TV by myself. I go to bed in silence. And every single night before I fall asleep, I think about what I lost. Not the deals, not the promotions, not the accolades. I think about the bedtime stories I didn't read, the soccer games I didn't attend, the family dinners I skipped, the moments I can never get back. And you want to know the cruelest part? I thought I was being a good father. I genuinely believed it. I thought providing meant being absent. I thought love meant a paycheck. I thought quality time could replace quantity. I was wrong about everything. And the people who told me I was doing the right thing, my boss who praised my dedication, my colleagues who admired my work ethic, they moved on. They forgot about me 6 months after I retired. But my kids, they didn't forget. They just learned to live like I didn't exist. And that's worse than being forgotten. It took me 40 years to understand something very simple. Nobody at your funeral is going to talk about your PowerPoint presentations. Nobody's going to mention how many overtime hours you worked. Nobody's going to say he was great at answering emails at midnight, but they will remember if you were there, if you listened, if you mattered. And you know what hurts the most? It's not regretting not making more money. It's not missing out on a promotion. It's remembering my son's face at 7 years old, waiting for me in the bleachers at his soccer game, looking for me, and I wasn't there. Again, because I was building his future. But the future I built was a future where he doesn't need me. And my daughter, she learned to celebrate her achievements without me. She learned to handle heartbreak without my advice. She learned to be strong because I wasn't there to protect her. I didn't make her strong. I made her survive my absence. There's a difference. Today I have everything I thought I wanted. A nice car that sits in the garage most days. A retirement account that's more than comfortable. A resume that looks impressive, but I don't have a family that wants to see me. I don't have grandchildren who know my voice. I don't have a wife who still loves me. I traded everything that matters for things that don't. And here's what nobody tells you. Success without family isn't success. It's just expensive loneliness. You can have the corner office, you can have the title, you can have your name on the door, but when you go home and there's nobody there who's happy to see you, none of it means anything. None of it. So let me ask you something and be honest. If you died tomorrow, would your children say you were present, or would they say you were busy? Your spouse or your partner, would they miss you, or just the idea of you? Because there's a brutal difference between the two. You can live in the same house as someone and be a stranger. You can sleep in the same bed and be miles apart. You can share a last name and share nothing else. And when you realize that, it might be too late to fix it. I know. Because I tried. I apologized, I cried, I begged. I told my daughter I was sorry. I told her I didn't know. I told her I would change. And she said, I'm glad you realize it now, Dad, but I needed you to realize it 20 years ago. There are things you don't get back. Broken trust doesn't glue back the same way. Lost time doesn't come back. Words you didn't say stay unsaid. I have money now to take my kids on the vacations I never took them on, but they don't want to go with me. I have time now to attend every event, but they don't invite me anymore. I'm available now, but they're not, and that's the price I'm paying. Not in dollars, in absence, in missed chances, in relationships that died while I was building a career. Your kids won't remember the size of your house. They'll remember if you were home. They won't remember your job title. They'll remember if you showed up. They won't care how much you made. They'll care how much you cared. And if you're not there, someone else will be. A coach, a teacher, a stepfather. Someone will fill the space you left empty. And your kids will be fine. They'll survive. They'll grow up. They'll become adults. But you won't be the one they call when they need advice. You won't be the one they want at their wedding. You won't be the one they think of when they think of home, because you weren't there, and they learned to live without you. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you have kids or if you will. But I know one thing. What you're doing now is what you'll look back on in 30 years, and you'll either regret it or be proud of it. I chose wrong. I thought later would come. I thought money bought relevance. I thought being important at work meant being important for real. I was wrong. So listen, stop saying later. Stop prioritizing people who forget you 48 hours after you leave the company. Stop trading your child's birthday for a client who doesn't even know your name properly. Because one day you'll be sitting alone, looking at old photos, trying to remember their voices, and you'll realize that you traded gold for garbage. Don't do that. Don't be me. Because when you're my age and you look back, you won't regret working less. You'll regret not loving more. You'll regret every missed dinner, every skipped game, every time you chose work over them. And the worst part, you'll realize they gave you chances. So many chances. Every time your kid asked you to play and you said not now, that was a chance. Every time your spouse asked you to come home early and you stayed late, that was a chance. Every time someone needed you and you chose something else, that was a chance. And one day the chances stopped coming, not because they hate you, but because they stopped expecting anything from you. And that's when you'll understand what you lost. I'm sitting here at 68 years old with money I can't spend on the people I love because they don't want to be around me. With time I can't get back. With regrets that keep me awake at night. Don't let this be you. Please. Because I'm telling you this as someone who learned too late. Your career will replace you, your family won't. Your job will find someone else, your kids won't, your company will move on. Your spouse won't wait forever, you still have time. For me, it's already gone, so take this as what it is, a warning, a plea, a last piece of advice from someone who got everything he wanted and lost everything that mattered. Go home, hug your kids, tell your spouse you love them. Be present, not tomorrow, not next week, not when things calm down. Today, right now, because later is a lie we tell ourselves until it becomes never. And by then, it's too late. Don't make my mistake, please. Don't be the parent your kids learn to live without. Be the one they can't imagine life without, while you still can.